That's all I got for you.
Damn, too, you be cooking.
What's up? Hello. Hey, how are you? My name is Mingo. Fresh out the salon chair. I'm waiting on my food. She said it'd be 12 minutes. So I'm really going to try to knock this out in the 12 minutes because I am good at for rambling. And I kind of would rather just make a point than to ramble. Okay, so today I want to talk about forgiveness. Most people would say it's hard. Forgiveness is hard, right? I would not say that, even though it really is. Forgiveness is always something I've wanted to be good at. Like I never wanted to hold grudges. Like, it sounded good to me. It made sense. Every time we're in conflict resolution and I'm getting all the quotes about forgiveness and it being for me and not the other person and blah, 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 it all made sense to me. It resonated. All the quotes, they all made sense. I don't want to carry that energy around. I don't. It's not a battle. It's not something I needed to be convinced to do. So if you're the kind of person that likes holding grudges and you see the value in unforgiveness, then go right ahead. Go right ahead, because I'm not in the business of convincing anyone of anything, right? I'm just saying, if you want to be forgiving, don't judge yourself too harshly if it's a struggle, because it's a struggle for everyone, right? Because forgiveness is also a struggle to conceptualize. Forgiveness sounds like saying, I deserve that. What you did to me was warranted. I'm stupid. I'm weak. You're allowed to do that again, because that's the kind of stuff I want to tolerate. That's what forgiveness sounds like. And that's not what it is in the least. That's not it at all. So I had to reimagine forgiveness in my own mind. So that's step one. Step one, reimagine what forgiveness is, because all forgiveness is saying, this conflict between us, I'm going to let it go. Not even put it to the side. I'm going to let it go. I'm going to wipe my hands of it. Why wouldn't you want to do that? You know, that energy, that smoke you carry around for people, is yours. That's not theirs. It's not doing anything to them. You're not punishing them with your unforgiveness, and you're not rewarding them with your forgiveness either. You're putting the situation to the side. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? We're doing good on time. All right. So 3 ways. If you want to be forgiving, like I said, I'm not trying to convince you. Hold your grudges, because really I'm lying. I'm not even that forgiving. You know, I just want to be. It says, please use the other door. Go to. I'm not even that forgiving. I just want to be. Baby, I am grudge queen, baby. My daddy named Mike. Do you know who Mike is? The grudge king, baby. I was born like this. Not true to it. Grudges. I was a forgiving child, and the more I would think about how I let y'all get over on me, the better I got at holding grudges. This girl right now, her birthday was the month before mine. I promise you, we gonna get into the lesson, but I just got a story. Her birthday is a month before mine, meaning she's either a Cancer or a Leo, but this whole story gives me Leo vibes. So we went to her birthday party, and actually, just so much no. Maybe later. I still wanted to beat that girl. I wanted to smack the hell out that girl for a long time, because I was too young. I was too young to know how to hold a grudge. I was too young to know how to get some get back. And my young self doesn't want to forgive. Well, I mean, I can't hold that against my young self, so I have to hold it against her young self. Who even really cares? Listen to this story. I'm talking about my 8th birthday. They trying to back away slowly, like I give a damn that they was watching me, or like I knew that they was in there. No and no. Anyway, I really wanted to pop her for a long time, to the point where I'm like 20 24 or 25. And I had a dream about beating her ass at a sleepover. And she requested me on Facebook the next day. I like summoned her up. Listen, 3 ways to be a better forgiver. Number 1, put yourself in that person's shoes. 9 times out of 10, it wasn't even that deep to them. You know, we're different people. We're all different people. We've all had different experiences, different lives. We all have a different moral code, different standards, different ethics that we go by, different rules. School, and we went to different schools of life, you know, learn different lessons, different. They probably aren't looking at the infraction. I really should look that word up before I start recording stuff like this. They probably aren't looking at the incident as hard as you are. They probably didn't intend to inflict that much pain on you. Point 1 is put yourself in their shoes. They didn't mean to. And point 2 is you're not the main character in their story. So they didn't mean to, and it's not that deep because it's not that deep. Okay. You're not the main character. I have main character syndrome. So I'm talking to us. Let us understand. We are not the main character in these people's story. My brother is my full blood brother. Same mama, same daddy. Grew up in the same house, blah, blah, blah. This whole movie that is my life, he has not been a part of every scene. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's my brother. Not a main character. The only main character. How would my child be a main character in my life? I just met her 4 years ago. We're not even like, I don't even know her like that. I am the main character in my life. I'm not the main character in anyone else's life, even though I feel like I am. Even though we feel like this person is important to us, I think about them so much, we're still not main characters in their life. That thing that's like been a storm cloud over your head for the past 10 years was a random Tuesday afternoon in January of 2010 for them, and they haven't thought about it again. So for the sake of pride and ego, why are you carrying around this weight that people are giving you as they move on freely with their lives? Because this ain't about them. This is about you. Put the weight down. Put the weight down. But what if they get you again? What if they get you again the same way? Wouldn't that be your fault? Pause. Hold that thought. We'll come back to her. Last piece on the advice of learning how to be forgiving. Do it over and over again. I make lists up, right? I make lists up like throughout the year, maybe once or twice a year. I make a list of all the people I need to forgive. And some people, you make the list every time. Some people will make the list every time. People I'm thinking about, maybe I knew them for an extended period of time and they did a lot of stuff that I never addressed. I let it all slide, and I should have got on your ass. And I'm really mad at myself, and I'm taking it out on y'all. Because if I would have got on your ass, what is there to be mad about? This sounds like I'm inciting violence rather than learning. Hold that thought, because we're going to come back to something that's going to make this all make sense. I'm not inciting violence, okay? It's a over and over again kind of thing. That girl I brought up, I said that was the 8th birthday. Why am I still thinking about this literally 20 years later? I don't be like real hot about it, but I don't like her. All right. Do it over and over and over and over and over. Even if it doesn't mean you're lying. It's just sometimes we have to remind ourselves of decisions we made. Reconvince. Change our mind back. Keep putting your mind back on track with forgiveness. Lastly, how do I stop being such a sucker? A lot of me and my forgiveness list is the fact that I didn't have what in place? What's the magic word? You already know it. Say it with me. Boundaries. You have to put boundaries in place. You have to teach people how to treat you. I'm sitting here like the inconsiderate person I am. We got a minute and a half. I'm sitting here like the inconsiderate person. I'm sitting here like the considerate person that I am, considering people's wants and needs, how everything I say and do is going to make them feel. And I'm talking about everybody in the room. And I'm thinking everybody is operating this way, and everybody should be considerate because that's one of the virtues. Character matters. That's what they taught us in elementary school. You consider people. You're considerate. You're nice. You're good. You're kind. You're generous. You're giving. All of these things. So I'm doing my part. And look at me walking around with all this baggage because ain't nobody else doing theirs. I'm not doing my part. I am struggling to implement boundaries. How about this? Boundaries is going to be a part 2 because I got to go get my food. I got to go get my food. Boundaries is the word though. Implementing boundaries, the key to life. The key to life. And maybe with the next video, I'll give y'all a story time. Another story time. Because I like selling out. Okay? So